situation, delivers! And a Wagner. DeRozan!
Watch your head on Kiki. Get up or get out the way.
DeMar can still elevate.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in to On and Go Chicago Sports, where we talk all things Chicago sports. Big O back here with me. We here to talk some more Chicago Bulls basketball. Big O, how you feeling today, broski?
I'm feeling pretty good. Me there around the city in the Indiana area, but it's been all right, man. That intro give me chills, man. And I love that.
Yeah, I love it too, man. I love it too. I think this gonna be it. I'm not changing it no more. It's gonna be the official, intro.
So the mom might give you some new highlights, so you stay even though.
Hey, I may change it next season depending on what he give me this upcoming season. I may add some more clips from DeMar. I got to get Zach in there as well, so I maybe tweak with it a little bit.
A little bit, just.
So, yeah. So today we got another special episode for you guys. We're gonna talk about DeMar DeRozan leadership, him bringing Patrick Williams to the Drew League, and also scheduling a group. I guess you call it practice with a bunch of Bulls players. We're gonna get into this NBA ranking, NBA drop date, Eastern Conference ranking. Where do the Bulls rank at? And then we're gonna wrap it up with Coby White 2022 to 2023 season expectation. Before I get into that, I want to chat about this Kevin Durant situation. Kevin Durant given the Brooklyn Nets basically you choose either me or Steve Nash, man. What's your thoughts about that?
I feel like
Appreciate it, bro.
Feel like KD, man, because he's been such a a person to like get a understanding of what he wants, who he is. You know what I'm saying? But I can't see him starting the season in the Nets jersey. As much demands he putting out, as the news we hearing in the rumors and stuff, I can start the season in the Nets jersey because I can't see nobody gets everything that they're asking now. If he jersey at the beginning of the season, it's going to be because they lowered the price and it was feasible for them. So, but other than that, I mean, all from it is that KD and Nash not getting along, which we've been, management. I thought they did okay putting a roster. Even at the same time, a lot of these players are it was at your own Kyrie or you follow Kyrie. However, they came together, y'all together. You know what I'm saying? Dragic, Drummond, a lot of those, they got the okay from KD. So, yeah, I don't really feel it too much as far as from his perspective of why he doing. I'm still confused and I'm baffled.
Yep. If my thoughts on it, I think he's gonna be a net. Like it's three teams that's rumored to be trained for him: the Celtics, the Raptors, and I believe the last team is the Heat. I believe so. I think KD's still gonna be a Brooklyn Nets. I don't see a way that it could be somebody to give up a lot to get him, but the market is way too high after Rudy Gobert and possibly a Donovan Mitchell trade may reset the market for a KD trade. So I think he stays with the Brooklyn Nets going forward. But that's why I want to get your opinions on. Let's get into this DeMar DeRozan. First up, DeMar DeRozan schedule a workout. I want to say last week with a handful of Bulls. I believe rookie Dalen Terry was there, Coby White was there, Patrick Williams, Tony Bradley, Alex Caruso, Zach LaVine, and I believe Vucevic with Billy Donovan on the sideline watching. What are your thoughts about that when you hear something like that being taking place?
Man, I love it, dude. The first thing that came to mind was leadership, and I mean, when can we recall Bulls players getting together like that to go hoop? anywhere in the past decade. I can't remember it. So I think that's good leadership by DeMar. I think it's going to be good for these guys going into the next season, and more excited to see these guys grow, that they enjoy being around each other, because that's the take from it. Like, these guys ain't just coming together during the season, playing ball and then going home. No, these guys hanging around each other in the off season, training together, working together. They got a really good, that bodes for a really good basketball team. So I love it.
Yeah, like you said, we haven't really seen things like this go on with the Bulls organization. Pretty much everybody either working off solo dolo. So yeah, I love the chemistry of this group, man. Going out working together, trying to get better, trying to get a feel for everybody. And led by DeMar, like DeMar is a true leader, man. That's a guy that I'm happy that he's a Bull. I think he rubbing off on a lot of the guys, and I love it, man. Like I just hope. I hope he get one, man. And I hope he get his ring with the Bulls, man. Like I think DeMar just one of those guys that like you want to see him succeed just off what happened with him with Toronto and seeing Kawhi Leonard go on to win that championship, knowing that it could have been him, maybe that Toronto team with LeBron out of the way, get over that hump, and it's DeMar DeRozan facing against the Warriors, and the same injury happens, and they win that championship. Go on to San Antonio, basically become an afterthought, and kind of revamped itself. So yeah, I hope DeMar get one with the Bulls, man. Like I just love what he brings to the table, leadership, what he brings on the floor. So yeah, I'm loving it, man, for real.
I you said that really kind of like it hits some, the interview with DeMar went on Draymond, and like, I really got to know him a little, you know what I'm saying? Not to say I totally know the guy, but going through this first and then listening to that interview, it kind of stuff that's going on during the summer. He got Patrick Williams out at the Drew League, and then the summer work. And so you really start to like this, not just a really good basketball player. You see the stuff he's been through, like everything he went through in Toronto. It makes you want to see him win, and I'm happy that he is a Bull. So I double down on that. I really like DeMar DeRozan now more than before he was a Bull, most definitely.
Yeah, for sure. But next thing, DeMar DeRozan brought out Patrick Williams to the Drew League. DeMar dropped 36 points. Patrick Williams chipped in with 14 points and 14 rebounds. Did you see the highlight clips and all that good stuff?
I saw one, maybe two clips. I saw the Patrick Williams block. That's all I seen.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts about DeMar bringing Patrick Williams to the Drew League? Like, do you like it? Do you like seeing players, hoop in the Drew League? Well, NBA players hooping in the Drew League.
Yeah, bro. It kind of like it comes back around to the first topic when we started the show. Like, he taking Patrick under his wing, playing the Drew League with me. You know what I'm saying? Let's go get a run in. More, you know what I'm saying? And I think that bodes well probably for Patrick, anybody. This is a kid that, fourth draft a couple years ago, not really shown he was been so far as being worthy of being a fourth pick. And my man, I see this as a kid that don't really have direction, got injured last, have some flashes of being a good player. The consistency is not there as far as what we've seen. So I can start really taking Patrick under his wing and showing him, hey, range. We see Patrick Williams in moments come around that screen, take one dribble and get him a mid-range up. All season long with the games he played. Even if he do it 2 or 3 times for the game, 6 or 8 points. But whatever his points is, it's a nice mid range. DeMar teaching them like it's okay. You got a pretty good 3-point shot, kid. Keep it up. Keep getting better at that. But it's okay to shoot the two. I'm gonna show how to, move in the post. How to get. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I really love that DeMar's taking wing, and the only thing we can hope is that become the better version of DeMar, being 6'6", crazy athletic, crazy wingspan, them big old. So what we hope is that DeMar DeRozan show this kid the right way. So I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited to start playing games next season.
Yeah, even when I was watching the game, I can see a little bit in in Patrick Williams. I can see a little bit of DeMar in his game, the way he got to his post up. You can see that's something like DeMar usually do, his fakes and all that good stuff. And I think that was a good vet for Patrick Williams, but I think DeMar DeRozan gonna be an even more better vet, somebody who done it at a very high level. His game I believe will age pretty well, and I think Patrick Williams gonna be the one person that's gonna benefit the most from DeMar DeRozan, just because the games is kind of similar if you look at it. It just overall Patrick Williams is a better defender than DeMar DeRozan, so I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. I hope Patrick Williams soaking up everything from DeMar DeRozan because, like I said, the sky is still the limit for this guy. Only 20 years old, and his ceiling is really, really high. I believe he can reach superstar level. My only problem with him is sometimes he may sometimes just be comfortable in the role of being a spot up shooter, but I think he can do way more than that. Which I just hope Billy Donovan insert him to the offense way more this season, and he be a legit third scorer.
Let me ask you something while we on this topic. Would you rather a guy like Patrick Williams, so any player, a young player like that in Patrick's position? You can just use Patrick if you want. Would you rather him be like overly aggressive, or as we seen, be too comfortable, being too relaxed as far as what the role is given to him? But see, out of like that with that much potential.
I don't want to see him being too overly aggressive because like you said, we still got Zach and DeMar, but I would like to see him, be aggressive when the ball in his hand, and you ain't gotta always trying to. I know you're trying to make the right play, but a lot of these guys can't really match up with you body physically. So I mean, take advantage of that, especially playing a 4. In a 5, you got a lot of guys that's slower than you. Go ahead and put the ball on the floor, make you a move, and get you a bucket. Get in the groove. I mean, this team is just as much as his than it is DeMar and Zach. So I don't want to see him be overly aggressive, but I don't want to see him always in the corner, waiting for the ball. Go ahead and make your presence known. Make the other team feel you. Like, let them know that you're there. That's what I mean by aggressive.
Yeah, I'm right with you. I would like to see him way more aggressive, Ben. And if sometimes reel you in, I'd rather the coach have to reel you in, go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like go. I'd rather coach be like we remember the young Coby Bryant when Coby Bryant was overly aggressive, like you know what I mean? Like he would take too many bad shots, so he became. So I kind of I think at least if you on the hug, you're showing that you want it, and I'm right with you right there. You just show that you want it. It's okay, you gonna miss shots. It's okay to miss. It's okay, but take the shot. Because that's playing in the end. So yeah, I'm right with you, bro.
Yeah. So moving on to the next topic, the NBA dropped a early ranking, all season power ranking. Where do you think the Bulls rank on this power ranking?
On the power ranking,
Yeah.
what was that? ESPN had them like 18th or something. Like what was that? What
Now
was that Bleacher Report?
this is the Eastern, that's the Eastern Conference. So who you think number one is for the Eastern Conference?
One, it's either gonna be Boston or Milwaukee. Too.
Yeah, Boston number one. Who you think number two?
Milwaukee.
Yeah, Milwaukee number two.
I'm gonna go Philadelphia.
Yeah, Philly number three.
So that means Miami is 4.
Miami is four. Number
Okay, so
five.
tricky. 5 gonna be tricky. Go Toronto.
Yes, sir. And number
Oh my
six is the
goodness.
Bulls.
That's something.
So what you think about this? Bulls number six, Brooklyn Nets number seven, the Hawks number eight, the Cavs number nine, and the New York Knicks number 10 to finish it out.
Okay, so do they have any like why they ranked them, or was it's just ranking? It's just what they say.
Um they got the for the which team you wanted to know about?
Because I'm confused. Because I mean I know it's a lot of stuff going around in Brooklyn, but if on paper, if that team probably should be 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Just my opinion. Just going off their roster. The Toronto interesting team, and I know me and you both talked about it before. I kind of like what they doing over there in Toronto as far as stuff and you know the length and the size and all switchable guys they got over there. Anunoby, Siakam, bunch of guys.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting team. But I still think Bulls you got to get a Bulls number 5, 4, 5. I think the Bulls in Miami probably because I mean call me crazy. I think if we'd have played in the playoff series, we probably would have beat them. We probably would. I'm gonna say that without Lonzo. I think we probably would Lonzo because I just think that when it come down to play, they got a credible defense, a super system. But when it come down to the playoffs, it's just so. I think this year going on football, what we hearing, he's going to be ready to go. Bulls got to be at least 4 or 5, and I probably will argue 3 with you.
Yeah. I think the top of the East is Miami. I mean not Miami. It's Milwaukee and Boston.
Right.
And then I pencil in Philly at third because I do like what they did. I'm really high on Joel Embiid. I'm not so high on James Harden, but I know he gonna give you something. More so Joel Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey, I believe, gonna have a bigger year. Tobias Harris, they got some really good pieces over there in Philly, so I gotta go Philly above the Bulls. Um, the Brooklyn Nets with KD, I will put over the Bulls, and that's probably it. I think Miami's gonna have a slight drop off. I don't think Toronto is better than us. So I think the Bulls can be in that 4 or 5 range, but I would not be shocked if they in that 2 or 3 seed as well. So I'm not going to say they the elite of the East, but they got to be in the tier 2 of a team that can finish at the middle of the pack, but with a ceiling of finish number 1 in the Eastern Conference because we've seen it already when they're fully healthy.
Yeah, I'm right with you. I think that sexier names, the Joel Embiid, the Giannis Antetokounmpo, of course, Malcolm Brogdon and Gallinari. So you got teams So of course they're not going to get the Bulls the nod, based off the names coupled with how they ended the year last year. Understand why they got to earn that respect, and I'm cool. But
I mean, and just like any other Chicago team, always, we never going to get the love that we really deserve. That's with any sports. You look at the Bears, there's always going to be something negative about a Chicago team, even if we is good. Just like when I know this is the Bulls podcast right now, but even when the Bears was just coming off that 2018 season, it was the Bears are good, but they don't have a quarterback. Like we just dominated, and it's like we still wasn't getting the love that we deserved. Just last season, we was number 1 seed, still didn't get that love.
Still didn't get the love. You absolutely right. It's something with the nation media, but I feel like the best way to get them on the train is to go out and kick ass. Go out and kick ass and win. And I know this team is capable. On the previous show we talked about the areas we think they can a little help at, but that's fine. It's still a whole off season and a full half a season left to address needs. So I'm not worried about that right now. I just know with this constructed with the addition of a growing Dragic, move a third-year Patrick Williams and Andre to be better with a healthy Alonzo, with a healthy Zach LaVine that was number 1 through February and like that. So we was on top of Miami. We was on top of this. We was on top of the surge in Celtics at the time. This was a games doing a lot of adversity. So I know with a fresh start, and now with them knowing what they got to do, I think hit the grounds racing, dude. And like this team somewhere in the top 3 again next season.
I wouldn't be surprised if they in the top 3. Like I said, I got them in a tier 2, but they ceiling is they can be high as a tier 1 with the Milwaukee and the Bucks. It's just that those teams have proved it for a long period of time. The Bulls just only 1 year of being good. So but I know we got a chance to getting up there. So like I said, Milwaukee, Boston in that tier 1, Philly, Nets, Bulls, Heat that tier 2, and then I think Toronto and Cavs and the Hawks, I put them in that tier 3. So that's how I rank the teams. Last topic of the day, we're gonna start our players' expectation leading up until training camp, maybe the start of the season. We're trying to probably finish up before preseason basketball. First player we're gonna talk about is Coby White. So Big O, what's your expectation for Coby White going into year number 4?
Yeah, Coby White is a tricky one. I'm a advocate of Coby White. Every off season I go into the next season thinking that this guy. So this year won't be no different. Last year he averaged about 4 assists, 4 rebounds. That's pretty good for a guy off the bench. So, but about Coby is that we know it's a lot of rumors swirling. Even reports last week or 2 weeks ago came out that he expected by the trade deadline, and they shopping them. With that, and then we talk about the additions of Dalen Terry. We talk about Lonzo Ball and healthy as Zach LaVine. I can see a role for him to come in and still fight. Will it be 12 points per game, Coby White? But I know he's capable of doing. See, it's 2 different things. Coby White can come in. He can have you 10 points this and then he can have 25 the next game. You know what I mean? So that play out in his average throughout the year. If it traded, he might end up averaging 11 points. He might end up averaging 15 points because of that. But if you're in that Zach is going to be healthier this year, if Lonzo this year, Coby White is not going to get an opportunity to score and get game up like he did last season. He got a lot of minutes because Zach was out. You know what I mean? So we got a lot of scoring games for Coby because he had to, because our scores were low. That don't mean that he can't score though. It just have the opportunity to score. So my expectations for him is kind of tricky. I expect Coby White to be more efficient. If he played 20 minutes this game and he only 8 times, go 5 for 8. Go 4 for 8. Make the only. You know what I mean? If Zach got a rest night, 20 to 18 to 20 shots, and go to show that you are better and more consistent than what you have been. The rebounds and us gonna come, but I don't expect him to be a hot force. This is pretty good. I just want Coby to focus on be better at what he's good at. Taylor Terry is a great passer if he plays, but Lonzo, DeRozan. So I'm not worried about his assists. You know, I'm not worried about his risk. Just be efficient, you know, in his time on the court.
Yeah, I think we're really going to see what Coby is made of, because it's going to be that glaring, you know, thought that if you come in and stank things up, you're going by the trade deadline. But if you come in and play well, it's a chance that you can stay on this roster and get paid. So we're really going to see what Coby White is made of. I think he gonna have all the opportunity in the world to show us that, because to me, he's the best offensive player coming off the bench, the best shooter. So you're going to get minutes. It's what you're going to do in those minutes. I don't want to see 7 games of 2 for 8, 1 for 9, 0 for 10. I don't want to see stretches of games like that from Coby White. So I know guys have off nights, but not too many guys have 10 bad nights in a row like Coby White has. So that's my expectation. I need some consistency. I don't care if you go. I don't even want you to give me 20 points per game. I want you to just every game just, you know, fill the stat sheet. I don't want to just give me stretches of nice games. I'm tired of seeing Coby White go out and give us 30, and in the next 7 games, it's like 2, 3, 1 point, 7 points, 8 points. I don't want to see that. So that's my expectation.
And you know, when you say that, it be when we need him the most. Wow.
The most.
1 to 3. It be like, oh, Coby got it. Coby, make it.
Yeah.
Boing.
It'd be like the games where it's close and we needed that scoring. It's like, all right, Coby, he good for 1 3, and then he'll be open, and it's like, all right, that's a shot. And it's like, so what's your stats prediction for Coby White for this upcoming season?
I'm gonna say about right where he's at. Give me 12, 4, and 4, best receipt and better defense. That's why I want 12 good. I mean, how many 6-mans in the league can give bench? You know, the only person I think probably topping that is Poole, and he started the season because Curry was out a chunk, and then Clay was out in the season. So a lot of his stat line is, but still 12 points off the bench, good, even with a healthy Lonzo, even with a healthy Zach LaVine, here to Sumo. I want to see you come in. And Coby is the type, he can give me if I'm asking for 12, he can give it to me in a quarter. That type of streaky shooter, like he can come in and get you 12 up straight. If you're down by 10, you're up 2. And if you're up 2, you're up 14. Guy he is. Come in, know who he is as a player. We know score. He was one of the leading scorer out of South Carolina. Be who you are. Be efficient and be a good defender. And everything will work. He's in a Bull uniform or he go somewhere else to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Be the best version of Coby White, not only for the Bulls, but for, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to see him win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see the young guys, especially when they come up in the and I you playing behind Zach. You know, so I know to go on to be a starter in this league. If that's his aspiration, then he got to show to be the best bench player to go somewhere and be a starter. So
I'm gonna say I need at least about 14 to 15 points, but this
more than
is
me.
why it's like you you going to get some of the most easiest shots this year. First of all, you got a point guard who can find you in Lonzo. You got DeMar DeRozan. Double teams are going to come, and so that leaves you wide open. Zach is going to get double team. Vooch going to attract some double team. So you're the guy to knock down these shots. So I'm expecting a lot from Coby White. Like it's not it should not be no way in hell he cannot give me 14 to 15 points off the bench in 25 minutes with those caliber players on the floor that can get him open. Come on, man. There's no
I'm
way,
with
man.
and in this NBA offense, the Bulls in general should average 115 this year. The
I
offense.
think more than that.
Yeah, hey, let's pump it and 15 White. So if we gonna jump up to 118, 15 should be Coby White. And that other 100 can go through the rest of the team. So absolutely,
Yeah.
which I'm absolutely.
So yeah, I got I got high expectation of Coby White in a contract year, in a year where you gotta go out and show us something, or end up getting traded into a situation where you might not like where you heading. So it's a lot really riding on Coby White. That's why I wanted to touch up on him first. So yeah, man. We both got high expectations for Coby White. Just gotta wait and see what's gonna happen year 4 for Coby White. Any last
Yeah.
word, Big O?
Let me ask you: Do you think Coby White starter in this league? His ceiling, the best he can be, the starting guard in this league.
I mean, the best I can see him being a starting guard, but I he can be a good starting guard on a good team, but I don't see him being a all-star on a good team. Like I don't think his ceiling is like all-star type of guard. I think he's a guy that can go out there, get you some buckets. Yeah, so be somebody that can get high. I see him as a 6 man, but I don't want to.
Patty
I don't
Mills,
want to.
if ceiling.
Nah, I think he's better than Patty Mills. I think he could be uh a Jamar Crawford type of player. I feel like he can. It's teams where he can start on, but I think he's already known for a 6 man. So I think teams are gonna have him in that role. Unless it's a rebuilding team that's gonna give him that starting position.
Right.
So once you in that 6 man role, you kind of like looked at a 6 man throughout the the whole league. Like I don't see Jordan Clarkson going somewhere else and starting on another team. It just
That's a good point. That's a good.
you're the 6 man.
Yeah.
Like we never seen Jamar Crawford go out and start somewhere else. It's just like, all right, once you a 6 man, that's what you're kind of known for.
6 man, everywhere else he went, he was a 6 man. That's a good. If you listen, Jamal Crawford, even as a 6 man, to me, the all-time. I can't give you the red yet because I don't want to leave nobody. I'll be disrespectful, but he's one of my guards. Like Jamal is.
Coby got the talent to be one of the best six mans ever. I think he's a guy who can give you 20 points off the bench as well. So I think Coby's ceiling is still high. Maybe he can be a starting guard, but right now I just see him as a great scorer that can come off the bench and give you 15 to 20 points.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And yeah,
and then
another kind of Spencer Dinwiddie, a guy who can get buckets off the bench, can give you a 20 piece.
And one thing I like about Spencer, he can run your offense as well.
Yeah,
like he's a good, solid defender. Before the ACL tear, he was really good at defender as well. Yeah. Using that 6'7" length, and he'll set you guys up. So,
and Coby only 22. He's not a finished product, so he still got time to run a team to get that down pack. So like I said, I hope Coby stick around. I like Coby. I actually met him, real dope dude. So I hope he have a phenomenal season this year.
Hold on, tell me that.
But
man, when you meet Coby?
It was he had got drafted, and then it was a car, like a Chevy dealership around the house, and they had announced he was going to be there, to sign some autographs and stuff like that. So I'm like, it'd be dope to go, and meet Coby. So I guess, yeah. So I like, damn, what can I have him, sign? So I had this Bulls flag that I brought with me. Everybody had like 10 items. I'm like, what the hell? So get up the. Basically, welcome to Chicago. Great to have you here. Said appreciate it.
Hey, Coby, sign my flag. Give me out the way, man. I ain't got a lot of stuff for you.
he sounded real small. You can't really see it on the flag, but it's cool. I ain't tripping. It was a dope experience though. He was a real cool dude.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. We got our Coby Whitefoot.
Yeah.
Third, man. That's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah. But thanks again for chopping up with me again, Big O.
Yes, sir, brother.
Thank you everybody who tuned in to today's episode. Bears season is on the way, man. So
hey, I'm gonna have to chop
it
up with. I'm gonna out on your segment one time, man.
Yeah, hey, it's whatever, bro. It's whatever, bro. So make sure you guys go out and check out the channel, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Spotify, Apple Music. Type in On The Go Chicago Sports or On The Go Shot Sports. It should pop up. So yeah, from me, Big O. Peace.
Next week, y'all.
So I'm finna